going to make today is a 3D sculpture, and you can do any number of sizes for your 3D sculpture. So you can make a prism, you can make a pyramid, whatever you want to do. I'm going to just show you how you can make your sides. What you're going to need is a pencil or something to be rolled up in your paper. You need A4 sheets of paper, or if you have got it, some newspaper. So, and you'll need some sticky tape. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take one piece of paper here and I'm going to roll it up using the pencil. I'm just going to hold it in place with both hands and I'm just going to roll as I go. And it can be fairly loose, it doesn't matter. You want it to be fairly tight, but being a little bit loose is okay. And this is scrap paper. I don't want it to be so tight that I can't get the pencil out. So the pencil's got to come out at the end. Then I'm going to quickly tape it at either end just to hold it in. That's 1 and 2, just a little piece of sticky tape. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it's not designed to last forever. So I've got one of my sides. I'm going to do another scroll. Okay, I'm up to my last one. I'm going to finish this off with a bit of sticky tape. They are not perfect in any way. They are all a little bit different in the thickness, but they're roughly the same size. And now what I'm going to do is start to join them together. Now I can do this two ways. I can either just join them with sticky tape, or I can do another tiny little roll of newspaper to stuff in the end to make a little corner. So that's what I'm actually going to do. So I'm going to make this much smaller, and this time this is going to be much tighter. Just going to rip that off a little bit. So this is going to be quite a tiny little one. So I'm not going to put the pencil in this one. I'm going to just do a really tight little one because I want it to be small enough that it's going to fit into the end of one of these corners. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit of sticky tape there. Again, it's like a pin. I'm trying to make a little pin. So now, if I fold this in half, it's going to act like a pin. So now I'm going to thread it through one of those holes. And I'm going to get another one and I'm going to thread it through. Make sure it gets in. Now it's going to be a bit easier for me to stick this down. So I'm going to get my sticky tape and now I'm going to stick it together. It's going to be a bit easier if I've got that pin there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a bit of sticky tape on the ends because I want it to be quite firm. So I'm going to... Now, sticky tape's fine. Masking tape is fantastic. If you've got masking tape, that is much the best tape. Unfortunately, at home here, I don't have any masking tape. But that's pretty firm. That's my first one. I'm going to do another pin. I might actually make my pin a little tiny bit smaller this time. Just doesn't need to be quite as thick because it's just holding it in place. So I think that's about enough. I'm just going to rip that off and use that again. Here's my pin. I'm going to fold it in half. This time I haven't stuck it down. And I'm going to stick it into this end. This demonstration one, I'm going to make a pyramid of some description. Might need to make some more. Now I've got my end there. Again, I'm going to sticky tape it on. Pins in there, giving it something to hold on to. Just makes it much better if you've got a little bit of a pin there. That's that. One more, I think, right around the top. See if I can make it a bit firmer. Right, so I've got 2. I just need my lucky last one to set my triangle into its shape. Again, I'm going to quickly roll this up. So I'm just making triangles after triangles, and then I'm joining them together. You could make a square base. You can make any shape you want. You're experimenting with 3D shapes, having a go with whatever you can make. If you could take a photograph of it and share it with us, that would be wonderful. So your aim is to build a 3D shape. Now, if it's a normal, regular shape that we're very familiar with, that is fine. If it's something that's a little bit out of the ordinary and it's got some interesting bumps and lumps on it, that is fine too. Whoops-a-daisy. Didn't stick that in. Pop that in. And in. If my pins were little enough, I could create another. I could feed the pin in from the top part. Right. There we go. There's my 3D shape.